Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dark Anime Robin. In this video, I'll be unboxing and reviewing the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Action Figure of Constructicon Scavenger from the Transformers, the movie, released in the year 1986. Before we open this up, let's quickly look through the details from the case here. So we have a picture of a Scavenger's vehicle mode here, and through transparency we can see the most of the figure here. And here it tells us Scavenger is one of the subgroup of Decepticons from the Transformers, the Constructicons, and 5 of them, or actually 6 of them together, can become combined to become Devastator. And it looks like it takes 15 steps for this figure to transform between robot and the vehicle mode. And on the back here, we have a still from the animated movie that this figure is based on, and a little character bio here. Again, the picture of the figure in robot mode and its vehicle mode. And down here, it's mentioned that this is a deluxe class figure. And on the side, we have a picture of a Devastator, the combined form of all Constructicons. Looks like that's all we can see from the case. Now let's open this up. So here we have the figure and its accessories on the card here, and the instruction manual here. Now we have to cut this figure loose. Nice, this figure can stand on its own very well without me having to do anything to adjust it. So it has a very good balance. And here, this is most likely the figure's weapons or blasters. I guess right. Now let's check out the manual real quick for setting up this figure. So up here we have the steps on how to set it up. So we have to put this hook or plow onto its back and just close it up. That's it. And the blaster, of course, should go onto Scavenger's hand. So here you have to first hold this up. Now it's connected. We put it back down. And just as you saw from the manual, the blaster or the gun should just go onto the hand. Now let's check out the articulation of this figure. Starting with its head, it looks like it can look to left and right very easily. And even though the head is capable of some movement besides looking to either direction, it cannot really look up or even down, or maybe just a little bit. But you would have to push up the chest panel here a little bit. And let's check its arms. It can raise either arms laterally very easily, and very easy move for the arms, all around the shoulders. Yeah. So there's a very good movement for the shoulders here, and as you already see, the arms can move very easily here. And with all these articulation, it's easier to put up like a simple defense fighting stance. And unfortunately, it looks like it cannot turn around its waist. But the legs can also raise to either side, kick up, and bend its knees. And rotate inward and outward at its side. You can also turn its angle like inward to adjust its stance. And with all these articulation, it's enough for you put on some kind of enough cool looking fighting pose with this figure. With all these articulation and the blaster, you can put on some very cool looking gunfighting poses with this figure. Even like firing when on its knees, so it can like simulate hiding behind a rock or some kind of cover to continue the gunfighting or shooting. And this covers all the basic feature of this figure in its robot mode. Now let's check out the instruction manual on the transformation step to transform this figure from robot mode to its vehicle mode, which is an excavator. Here, it looks like we begin by putting the head into its chest and retract the hands, pull down the claw of the excavator, and move up one little part to pull the arms back and down. And these transformation step here basically set up the upper part of the excavator, and the legs are gonna be transformed into like the wheels for the excavator. And you pull this side down here. The transformation is complete. But last but not least, you can put a blaster onto the excavator. To start the transformation, just as you saw from the manual, we'll begin by putting the head into the chest compartment and put the hands into the arms. And now we have to first pull down the bucket here. And this little piece has to be slide down. And then we pull both shoulders in to click in. And next, we're gonna slide down both arms. And then gonna click the arms onto the lower back here. See this opening? This hinge is gonna be fitting there. Do the same thing over here. And then this is gonna be click onto here. Then we're gonna close up the feet and then flip up the legs here. And these are gonna be fit on here. Just lock it in. Do the same thing on this side as well. And pull the whole thing down here. Bucket, and the transformation is completed. The only thing to do now will be just put the blaster onto the excavator here. Let's explore this figure in the excavator mode here. So unfortunately, there's no wheels down here at all, so you can't really roll this excavator mode. It can only so it can usually just remain stationary for display. But the only articulation this figure has in this form is the bucket and the bucket cylinder here. So we can use it to dig, and there's also a little articulation for turning to here. But again, besides that, this form is pretty much only good for the simple display, but it's still pretty compact and decent looking. With that, we have covered all the features of this figure in both robot and vehicle mode. Like most Studio Series Transformer figure, it has decent articulation and good form in both robot and alternate modes. But some of these parts, unless there's something wrong with this one I got here, there's still some little issue with the ankle joints. It's like it can only be open for 45 degrees or so, because it can't just like be a little smaller, or it can't just won't be in good loans. But anyway, if that's a little hard to hold, then it's hard to work with the figure's stance, especially if you want to like keep the legs a little bent. See, it can cause it to roll very easily. So that's just something that you may have to practice on how to get right perfectly. And also, overall, it's a simple, elegant figure, but it may not have much value on its own. So, but if it's definitely a necessary piece if you want to collect all the Constructicon to form Devastator. Besides that, if you yourself like a Transformer who can change into an Excavator, or if you know any kids who like it, then you can also probably make a very good gift. But I would definitely urge any collector to think twice before consider getting this only as like a single part of your collection, instead of like getting the whole set to form Devastator. And this concludes my review for this set. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. And please check out other videos in my channel. If you have any question, please leave them in the comment section. I will answer with the best of my knowledge and ability.